What's going on, people? I got a video for us to react to. Ellen DeGeneres, you have been exposed, ma'am. Now, I don't know how far down the rabbit hole this goes, but I'm not surprised. If that's any consolation to you with your sharp cuts and looking like Barney from How I Met Your Mother, you are just as guilty to me as everybody else that has yet to take the stand or has already taken the stand. I want to play y'all something here that I think y'all might find interesting. Something that I didn't even know was going to take such a dark turn. Tap in.
You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers.
The decision, which marks a dramatic escalation in the ongoing legal proceedings against entertainment mogul Sean Diddy Combs, stems from a newly submitted piece of evidence, an encrypted voice memo reportedly recorded by Twitch just weeks before his untimely death in December 2022. The memo, played publicly for the first time in court yesterday, may reshape what had been publicly accepted as a tragic suicide into something far more complex and potentially criminal. The ramifications were immediate. Legal teams scrambled. Reporters were ushered out and then readmitted. And the judge, stone-faced and composed, took only minutes to authorize a federal arrest warrant against one of television's most influential figures. But what exactly did the recording reveal, and how did it lead to Ellen? Let's rewind. This isn't random. Those were the first 4 words Twitch spoke on the recording. His tone: calm. Measured, resigned. The kind of voice you hear when someone has decided the truth may be the only thing they have left. "I don't know who will hear this," he continued. "But if they find me, if they say it's suicide, no. This isn't random. This is because of what I know, what I saw. What followed wasn't an explosion, it was a slow leak. A step-by-step verbal map of pressure, paranoia, and parties. Not ordinary parties, but the kind that start well after midnight in hotel penthouses booked under fake LLCs. The kind of parties that Diddy, who now stands trial on conspiracy and trafficking charges, allegedly orchestrated, funded, and protected. I went with Ellen, Twitch says on the tape. She told me to smile, told me everyone in that room was safe. But it didn't feel safe. It felt like I was being watched, like I was being picked. His voice shook, but just once. He never said the word blackmail, but he didn't have to.
Yeah. You know, do you get do you get surprised very often when we were growing up? The monsters were like fictional cartoon characters. And I'm thinking M. Night Shyamalan and Cat's Eye. Monsters are like ugly, hideous looking creatures. You don't look at human beings as being monsters when you're younger until you get older and people start developing these psychoses and these mental deficiencies attached to spiritual sickness, and they become like completely enthralled in their lust and their needs and their wants from the world. This man is basically telling he wasn't depressed. He wasn't going through something that drove him over the edge. he's pretty much telling you they had it out for him. They wanted him unalive, out the way, because of information that he had on them. They didn't want out. Now, the only reason why I'm skeptical is because this recording is AI generated. Right? Now, don't get it twisted. Humans are relying more and more on AI generated content. They're lazy. Nobody wants to do this anymore. So that could be a very valid tape. And what I thought was interesting about presenting it is I don't really care about transcripts or reading long transcripts. They're doing this trial and transferring information via hearsay from someone else. I don't really partake in that. I would prefer having audio, and this like is the closest thing to being inside the mind of the judge or the judge of the courtroom. Is Ellen guilty? Is she a part of the parties? Is she a part of death and trafficking? And well, we're going to find out. I want to know how far she has gone down this whole. Because I never thought she was innocent, and I never thought she was pure. What are your takes? Do you think she has something to do with that man's death? Maybe she knows something that we don't.
Merry Christmas, filthy